Hayley Haggard is a local singer and songwriter who performs with the band The Get Up from Knoxville, Tennessee. Hayley is a recent graduate of Ashworth College, where she obtained a degree in the medical field. Her first love, however, is music. Performing and singing with the band is what brings her the most joy. Help me welcome Hayley Haggard and her counterpart, Tracy, to the show. Welcome, Hayley.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be on the show.
I'm so happy to have you here. I've known you for about 5 years now. I've worked with you at Dollywood. Well, not worked with you, but I watched you work at Dollywood.
Close enough. You were right behind us.
Yeah. So I started working at Dollywood in 2018 in a retail store. And you also worked at Dollywood as a singer and a performer all over the park, actually.
Yeah.
And so you were my favorite singer there. The first time I saw you, I was like, this girl has a beautiful voice. I love to hear you sing. And so I would take my lunch breaks and my regular breaks and come to the Back Porch Theater, which was right across from my store, and listen to you sing. So how did you get so fortunate to work at one of the best theme parks in the country?
Well, I'll tell you, it was not an easy grab for me. Straight out of high school, I auditioned for Dollywood. I think I auditioned 3 times before I got hired. I was actually working at the Stampede, and I got a call for Christmas, and they said, we need a little girl for this show. So I showed up middle of the season. It was going right into the Christmas season. Brand new kid on the block, brand new show. Everyone had done this show before. I had not, and I was just small, tiny 21-year-old baby Hayley. And it just took off from there. I did one show, and, by the end of the season, I think I had done about 200 shows, essentially, by the end of the Christmas season, and they've kept me ever since. So it's been 11 years that I had the pleasure of working at the park.
Oh, wow. That is so great. That is great. So obviously you enjoy it.
Yes.
And you're still there.
No, I'm not actually.
You're not still there?
I have retired from Dollywood, but I am now with a local band called The Get Up, so I'm still performing, just a different vibe.
Would you go back if they asked you to come back and sing?
I think so. Dollywood is still expanding right now, so there's a lot of new shows happening. There's a lot of new ideas. When I had left at the time, I had just done all the shows on Park, so I didn't really have anything to do. But I think if everything expanded and they did ask me back, I think I would go back.
Yeah, it's such a fun place to work. Did you happen to sing with, I forget the name of that, it was like the 50s band over in front of the museum.
Oh, Dreamland Drive-In?
No, the something tones.
Oh, the Gem Tones.
Gem Tones,
that was the one show that I never did.
Yeah, I love that. It really attracted a lot of people.
It's great. Everybody loved it. I would have loved to, but they always stuck me inside, which in the summer I was grateful for the air conditioning.
Definitely. That place gets hot.
Yes.
So answer a question that I want to know, and I know everybody else does as well. Did you ever get a chance to work with Miss Dolly Parton?
I did on several occasions. The coolest probably for me, I did a demo vocal for Dolly, which basically our media events every year. She would bring a small group of park performers on, and we would sing backup vocals to what she's doing. Well, they send her a CD, basically, that guides her through, like, her cuts of the song and where she comes in, where she has a chance to talk and all of that. And my last year on the park, they asked me to cut the demo for Dolly. So she has a CD of me somewhere.
Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive. Yeah. That is fantastic. Because, listen, everybody loves Dolly Parton. Everybody. She's the Queen of Tennessee. Everybody loves her. I mean, I see her on Jimmy Fallon, and he worships her. The Tonight Show.
Oh, yes.
He worships her. And so I imagine it was pretty spectacular.
Oh, it was wonderful. And Jimmy did a Christmas movie on Park with Dolly. And, I mean, he's smiling, waving. It was the best thing, honestly. She's just as lovely in person as she portrays herself to be.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, of course, I met her a couple of times when we did the host pictures, and she was very sweet, very kind, very humble.
Yes.
But I've never had any real interaction with her. So.
Oh, she is a lovely, lovely lady.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. So, tell the audience how you went from singing at Dollywood to now singing in the band, The Get Up.
Oh, this is a fun story. So, I, at the time, was seeing a musician that played with Aaron on a few occasions. And Aaron is our ringleader of sorts. He puts the group together and deals with all. He's my boss, if you want to call it that. But he was hosting what's called a jam night, which is musicians, singers, anyone in town can come out and have a chance to sing a song with the band or the place a little bit, just sort of show their talents. So the guy I was singing at the time happened to be playing with Aaron, and I showed up, and no one informed me that I was going to sing that evening, but Aaron asked me to get up and sing a few, and I got a text, I think, an hour, maybe 2 hours after that evening, and Aaron was like, coincidentally, our female singer has like left to give birth, so do you want to join us? So I played one gig with them, and we all kind of were like, this is it, this is the group.
Yeah, that is really
Yeah.
great. I love how life works like that.
Mhm.
We think it's coincidence or, I've got to step in or whatever, but it's really divine intervention.
Oh,
I feel,
yeah.
God brings us on a path that we don't even know we're going on, and then
Mhm.
it's all for the best after that.
It was
so-
absolutely where I needed to be. I have had the best time with all these boys. So
Good. So you mentioned Aaron, so
Mhm.
we're going to bring Aaron up right now. So tell us about Aaron. He is your counterpart.
So
your
Aaron,
boss.
Mr. Aaron Tracy is my counterpart, and he is my boss. He is a local musician as well. He is probably one of the most ridiculously talented guitar players that I have encountered, and like I've worked with several guitar players, but for him to be my age and just have done as much as he's done, he's ridiculously talented. But he's got an album coming out. So he's just, he's great. He's released a lot of music. And here he is.
Hey, Aaron. It's so nice to meet you, Aaron.
Nice to meet you,
yeah,
too.
I'm so
Thanks
glad
for
to have
having
you
me.
on my show.
Sure thing.
So tell me about the album. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's been like 4 or 5 years in the making. But I started working with a guy named Will Carter. He's a Knoxville guy, and we've just been putting a lot of heart and soul into it. And she's been a part of it too, kind of seeing the whole progress of everything come together. And it's going to be coming out in July. So yeah.
Good. I can't wait. And it's country?
It's country, yeah. It's kind of like country blues, rock a little bit.
Okay, yeah. I think
so,
that'll be great.
There's a big party, so get what little standing room tickets now if you want to
wow.
come
Yeah.
Fantastic. Where's the
see
party
this
going to
man.
be?
The Blue Tick.
Yep.
And that's
Blue
in-
Tick Tavern, it's in Marable.
Oh, okay. Okay, wow.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Good. So do you guys perform mostly locally or do you go all over the place? Where do you?
We basically will go wherever you tell us to go, essentially, but we do play a lot of local around town breweries and Calhouns. And
So what if somebody sees the show and they want you to come to California? Would that be possible?
contact this man right here.
We're down to travel. for
Oh,
sure.
okay, good. Yeah, we're going to include all of your links to your social media, at the end of the show and stuff on the graphics. So it's really exciting to hear that you have an album coming out. I also read that you have opened for some pretty big names. Do you want to tell the audience?
Sure, yeah. So back in like 2015, 2016, I got some really big opportunities to open for Tracy Adkins and John Michael Montgomery, Sarah Evans. I got to meet all of them, hang out with them. So it's such humble, great people. Just like Dolly. Like when you get to that level and you meet them, you think they're going to be one way, and then once you get to know them, it's just they're just like you and I. So.
Yeah. You know what, I've always heard the phrase, never meet your hero, never meet your idol, because they'll disappoint you.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that those people are just humble and normal,
yeah.
just like you and me. You know?
Absolutely,
So,
yeah. Elementary school me was definitely freaking out. But I grew up on all their music. So.
Yeah, that's how I would be too. That Sarah Evans Suds in the Bucket. Oh my gosh, I used to love
Classic.
that song. Yeah, so that's fantastic. Congratulations on that. So anyway, I'm going to step aside and let you guys play a song, and then we'll come back and finish the interview. So.
Okay. Used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle, and you brought me back from being too far gone.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you pour out your heart, you know I didn't waste it, no. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to give me high. Ooh, yeah. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey.
It's Tennessee whiskey.
It's Tennessee whiskey. Yeah. You're as smooth.
It's Tennessee whiskey.
It's Tennessee whiskey. It's Tennessee whiskey.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much for singing for us. That was absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait till the album comes out.
Heck yeah.
So tell me what's next in your music careers. I know you have the album coming out. What are you guys hoping for? What's the ultimate goal?
Sure. Well, I'm hoping to, I think both of our goals are to make a living making music, whatever that may look like, whether that's on the road, whether that's here. Basically, as long as we're doing what we love, what we love, that's what
Right.
we want to be doing. So,
And I will be working on putting my own music out in the coming year. so.
Fantastic. Oh my God, that's so
Yeah.
fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. You need to, Hayley. You have such a gift that I think that I think you don't even realize the gift that you have. I really think you have a gift and you don't realize it. And I think maybe once you really get it, then that's when you'll probably start to soar. Because sometimes, sometimes I know when we don't believe in ourselves, or I don't want to say you don't believe in yourself, but I think sometimes when we don't realize what we have inside of us, maybe that hinders us, maybe, I don't know. So, but I think that you just have such an amazing voice, both of y'all do. So, yeah, and I'm really, really glad that you're here, and I can't wait for the album. Have you ever considered going on one of these TV shows, like The Voice, American Idol, something like that?
I have not, only because I like a lot of freedom with the things that I write and do, and when you do win a certain show, you're under contract with their writers and whatever for at least, their touring expansion and all that stuff. And I don't know about you, but I kind of want to do my thing, and put my stuff out, and, I appreciate what they do, but like,
Yeah, I had no idea about that. I did not know that. That's a fun fact. I just found out. I didn't know that.
It's a fun one right there.
Yeah, I thought maybe once the winners won, they were kind of on. They had that on the resume, but they were on their own to do whatever.
Eventually, you do, but for a year or two, just to get you off the ground, really, they sort of guide you in that direction.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see why you would want to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming and being on my show. Whenever I first came and got the show and stuff, I knew I wanted to have you on. I knew I did. I told your mom, I said, I've got to have you on my show because you're just such a, like I said, such a blessing. Your voice is such a blessing. So, and I appreciate you too. I appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having us.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys want to hire them, they are hireable. I will include all of their
Take the work.
yeah, I will include all their social media links, their contact information at the end of the show. On the graphics, you guys get a hold of them. Their band is called The Get Up. I love that. The Get Up, or Get Up. I say Get Up. So yeah. So thank you all for tuning in today, and join me next week for another exciting guest. And remember, always dream big because big dreams come true.